What up, world? I'm Steve, founder and CEO of CryptoCrewUniversity.com, home of the #1 crypto classes. If you want to take this complex world of crypto, make it super simple so that you have more success, this channel is for you. Hit that subscribe button right now and join the movement. And everybody, hit that thumbs up. The last time Bitcoin flashed this signal, we went on a parabolic move up over 800%. What is this signal? What can we expect? When is the time frame? What are the price areas we're looking at? All of that and more in today's video. Welcome in. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I hope you've got a smile on your face, and I hope you're looking fresh. It's so good to be back. It is so good to be back. I'm so happy to be back. We have so much to talk about. If you missed our community post, which I don't think you did, a ton of people, we have such an incredible community on YouTube. We made a community post last week about what happened. And if you missed that, we sent out our newsletter for our email subscribers. So you're well aware of exactly what took place and exactly when we were going to post this video. So you definitely need to be a part of our email subscribers. This chart is what we got to start with. This is so important. Something brand new, fresh, hot off the press for you to learn. We're always taking it up a couple notches. This is going to be incredible. What we have in front of you is something that doesn't trigger very often. But when it does, it's substantial. You can see if we rewind the clocks all the way back to December of 2012, this signal went parabolic, right? This signal gave us a big indication well before our parabolic bull run, right? If you fast forward all the way to 2016, July 2016, several years ago, that was the second time we ever flashed this signal. And again, it was a little before the major parabolic bull run. Look at what just happened. Just happened. We just flashed a very similar signal. What does it mean? What is this signal? When can we expect a parabolic run? Or is there something in the chart that's indicating this is a fictitious sign? All of that and more in today's video, but that's what we're going to start with this. I also want to touch on what's been going on in the YouTube community. There's a lot of channels that are being flagged and shut down and strikes and videos deleted. What I want to say is from a big picture perspective. YouTube has all of the power. If they want to today shut down every single crypto channel, they can. And there's nothing we can do about it. But nobody is going to slow down Bitcoin. Nobody is going to slow down Bitcoin. If YouTube wants to shut down everything crypto related, they can do that. And Google, the parent company, they can shut down all advertisements on Google. Nothing is going to stop Bitcoin. The good news is if you're a creator like I am, there are so many other platforms that we can go to. So that's the good news. It would be really terrible if they shut down our channel tomorrow. The worst part would be you and I have created a relationship. You come on, you watch the videos, and we've created a relationship. And if YouTube shut us down tomorrow, how am I going to contact you to tell you what platform we move to? So that's the problem. We've got to get you on our subscriber list. So what I want you to do right now is go to our website, CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Scroll all the way to the bottom, and it's free. Put in your email address and hit subscribe. That way, you would have received our holiday newsletter with some behind the scenes. You would have known we were posting a video on Thursday, today, and you would have heard what happened in last week's video. So go there right now. Pause this video and go and handle that right now. And come back to this video when you've subscribed to the email list. But yeah, a lot of craziness is happening on YouTube, but I hope that our community comes together and we fight it together, because nobody's going to stop Bitcoin. Nobody. So let's get further into this. What I want to say to you is, think about your crypto portfolio right now. Imagine it. And you've got a good idea what your portfolio is worth right now, because you probably look at it several times a day, right? Think about what it's worth. And imagine if the next time you looked at that, you doubled your Bitcoin without spending any money. This is what I want to help you. You're here in crypto to make money. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're here to build your retirement. You're here to make money. You're here to try to learn how to invest, to try to learn how to trade, to make money. Your goal is to make money. What I want to help you do is make money substantially easier. My classes have been helping people all around the world finally learn how to invest. And by the way, my students just recently doubled their Bitcoin, following my customized strategy that you'll learn in the diamond and the gold. Doubled their Bitcoin. They sold at 13,500 following my simple step-by-step formula, and they bought back in just around 7,000, a little under. Doubled their Bitcoin. That's what I want to help you do. You've been thinking about taking the classes for a while. Today is the day you pull that trigger. We have a review coming in from Josh that says, not only did I take substantial profits, but when I bought back in, I got almost twice the Bitcoin that I previously owned. Thanks to Steve for changing my life. It's time for you to pull the trigger and to get signed up. The clock is ticking. You can go to our website and you can see our countdown clock is ticking. The sale is nearly finished. I don't want you to miss out on this. This is something you're going to regret for a long time. So today's the day you pull the trigger. Let's get you feeling the joy of winning. Let's get you on the right track with investing so that you can prepare for your future and your family's future. The diamond combo. So your next question is, Steve, I'm ready. I'm in. What do I sign up for? We have the diamond combo and the gold combo. You're going to pick the diamond if you're really new to crypto. If you don't want to miss any important classes, you sign up to the diamond combo. It'll be the first link. Look right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video as well. But the clock is ticking. 40% off is ridiculous. This is a gift. This is my giving back to the community during the holiday seasons to get 40% off, something that you're going to use for the rest of your life with every investment decision you ever make in the future. This is incredible. You're going to sign up to the gold combo. If you have been in crypto around 1 to 2 years, the gold combo will be the perfect starting point for you. It'll be the second link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video as well, or go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. Now, if these are a little bit out of your price range, but you want to pull the trigger today, we did something even better for you in your situation. If you want to sign up to a single class, use promo code CCU Holiday. CCU Holiday. Save $200 on any single class. Get your foot in the door, get that learning, get that knowledge, and start dominating this world of trading. If you have any questions at all, you email me right now, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. I'll be standing by to help you get set up with the classes that are best for you in your situation. Now, we're going to come back to this chart in a minute. The questions for this chart is, what is this signal? When can we expect prices to go parabolic, or should we not expect it at all? Is there something in the chart that's going to say that, look, it's done this 2 times previously, but it's not going to this time? All that and more, including what is this indicator, in today's video. But as we always do on this channel, we have to stay level-headed. We have to stay level-headed. I want you to become a successful trader and a successful investor. In order to do that, step 1, which almost everybody misses, is you have to see both sides of the coin. You generally, what happens is you get emotionally attached to, you know what, it's going up, and you only look at the charts, for reasons why it's going up, and you never look at the other side, so you're not prepared. If you're prepared, all you do is you look at the price action on the daily or weekly chart and you say, all right, I know exactly what's happening, and if X, Y, or Z happens, this is the scenario that's going to play out. If this happens, this other scenario is going to play out. So it's very crisp, clear, and you have a really detailed, structured approach to this trading world so that you can start to dominate. But we're going to look at the bear scenario first. There's a lot of updates. You know, it feels so good to be back. It feels so good to be back. There's so much information I want to share with you. I hope you hit that thumbs up button. Let me know in the comments if you missed me, I missed you, and we're back in action. So let's go over the bear scenario in a clear and concise manner so that you are fully prepared. This is the Gaussian channel. Plain and simple, we have never in the history of Bitcoin entered the green and come out clean on the other end. Anytime that price action, what I mean by that is anytime price action enters the green territory, it was at least 1 year for us to come back out of the channel and continue our rally. We can do a quick measured move here to see how long did this take, right? Usually it's about 1 year to get outside of the channel. Yeah, it's about 1 year here. And then the same happened. We had a parabolic run. We had a top. We entered here and we didn't get out for about 1.5 years, right? So in the history of Bitcoin, we've never entered, and same here, just about 1 year. We entered here in May and we finally got out in May/June. So just about 1 year. And we just recently entered again. Is Bitcoin going to do something it's never done, which is enter the green territory and somehow come out of it clean? Or are we going to be inside this channel or below for the next year? That's something that is very, very serious topic that we need to really talk about in detail. But let's go over the steps. So we know that we're below the 21 week, right? We know that we're in a bear market. There's no denying that now. A lot of people wanted to argue with me when we brought up the death cross. The death cross now is probably 2 months ago, a few months ago. When we brought that up, we got a lot of messages, Steve, there's no way, this is a fault, this is not real. And all we've done since then is go down in price. So now we know it's real. Now there's no arguing that. We've had the death cross, we're in a bear market, and our trend, it's 187 days downtrend. We'll show you in the next screen here a little more clearly, but since our high here of 14K, it's been 187 days of a clear-cut downtrend. When you're investing, one of the basic fundamentals, the trend is your friend. This is our trend. We've been walking down the stairs until we break that trend. And so there's triggers in the chart that show we're reversing that trend. We can't be excited about anything because we'll continue walking down the stairs until signs come in that we're reversing. So when you zoom in here, you see it started with this candle. So take a mental snapshot of this candle. This was the candle that really turned everything for us in a downward momentum. And during the time of this candle, everybody was convinced we're going to 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 100,000. So take a mental snapshot because we made this video on July 3rd, 2019, and as a laugh, we called it, will Bitcoin hit 20K this week? This was the major question at the time. And it was at this candle. And we shot down the notion of 20K this week based on only the facts in the charts, not our emotional opinion. And then the facts in the charts said loud and clear, there's a major trend reversal coming. We talked about it in this video. I would invite you to go watch that video. It's very interesting to look back on it now because a lot of people called us crazy. But you can see what's happened since then. So it's really good to always go with the logical explanation in the chart. only the facts, not your emotional opinion, because my emotional opinion at the time, of course, I wanted us to go to 20, 30, 40, 50,000, but that's not what the chart said, right? So there's a clear bearish case right now. There's no denying that. There's a lot of indications, right? We talked about the A, B, C scenario, which very well could be playing out as we speak, where the B wave is the fool's rally, right? So there are some indications for that as well. And then we talk about the RSI, which we'll get into in a moment, the bear and bull scenario just with the RSI, with the Gaussian channel, and our change from blue to orange, which we've discussed at length. So there's a lot going on for the bear case, one of which is this trend line as well with the RSI. Two things to talk about with the RSI. Number one, we've got that orange level at about 55, 56. That, for the history of Bitcoin, illustrates the bear bull scenario. Simply put, if we're above 55 on the weekly RSI, we're in a bull market. Plain and simple. If we're below the weekly RSI of 55, we are in a bear market. And this has been true for the history of time for Bitcoin for 9 years. One very interesting thing is the trend we're in right now in the RSI on the weekly. We're battling it as we speak. If we break this trend, that's the signal that we're starting to reverse our bigger trend, which is one kind of pin in the domino effect that would be needed to really turn around this momentum. We've had 187 days to the downside. We're going to keep a close eye on this, right? So this is where we keep this complex world of crypto super simple. So hit the subscribe button, join the movement. Now, if we zoom in here, there's a lot going on this chart. This is our weekly chart. We've got our 21 weekly here. Obviously, we're well below that. We just recently had a cross, which we covered in our previous video, where the 50-week crosses above the 200-week, okay? Where the green crosses the blue. If we look left, we're always looking left. Whenever you find something in the charts, you say, you know what? I'm going to look left and see if there's evidence to either support or go against my theory. So if we look left, this has only happened one other time in the history of Bitcoin, where the 50-week crossed above the 100, and it was right before a parabolic run. It was right before tier 2, which we'll get into in a future chart. So simply put, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. However, it's only happened one other time in history, so we don't have a lot of evidence to really base our opinions around. But right now, we're holding resistance from the 50-week. For the past couple weeks, the past 3 weekly candles, holding clear-cut resistance from the 50-week. We're trying to hold the body of the candles right on the 100-week as support. So we'll continue to monitor that as we move along. The next chart is a really powerful one. I want you to spend time at home making this chart and save it, because this you're going to use for months and months to come. There's a lot going on here, but let's break it down. The orange line is the most important one. That's the 600-day. We've talked about it in previous videos. Whenever we break the 600-day, we usually have a very sharp decline to the downside. You can see we broke our 600-day here, incredibly sharp. This was our 3-day death cross, which we were well prepared for that. The community was not. This was a surprise to a lot of people, and it was a very significant fall. If you look back and continue to look left, the last time in October 2014 that we broke the 600-day, we had a very sharp decline down to our bottoming candles here in January 2015. So the 600-day is significant. Now, the other ones here, we have the 50-day moving average in green and the 200-day in red. Before we get to that, we have our blue lines. The top blue line is simply our trend line. This is the trend we're in. We've been walking down the stairs. And if we draw a trend line on the bottom, we've maintained it for 187 days, meaning we just simply bounced in this channel. We bounced up, we bounced down, we bounced back up, we bounced back down. And normally when you reach the bottom of a channel that's been holding true for 187 days, the most logical thing to happen is in the next month or two, we're going to come back up and retest the top of our channel. Almost always, this is what happens. The probabilities are saying such as well, because there's a lot of people that are super bearish right now saying the next stop is going to be 5,000 or 4 or 3 or whatever the numbers are. The most logical thing to happen is we come up and test here. And that's where the real juice is going to happen. Because if we get rejected from here, it's bad news. We're going to fall back down to even lower numbers and continue walking down the stairs. If we're able to break through this trend line in the next month or two, that's when things could start to turn around, and it could be very exciting. It could be fireworks happening. There's going to be a lot of money that comes in if we break this. If we break it, it'll be pretty quick moves to the upside. There will be a lot of momentum coming into the market. So this is simply what you can draw at home. By the way, if we did move up to this point here, it would really coincide with the 200-day moving average, right? It would really coincide with the 200-day holding us as resistance, which we pointed out in past videos as well. You can see we came right up to the 50-day, which we talked about being step 1 of the process. Because if you zoom out here, the same scenarios happened back here. We're repeating the history of our past, where we came back down below and we came back up and got rejected by the 200-day after first holding resistance on the 50-day. This is the exact move we're in right now, holding resistance from the 50-day. We may have a cool off period, and we'll be looking in the next month or two to come up as high as the 200-day moving average. That would be the highest. So in the next month or two, we could be in the 8K range, potentially as high as 9K, if we're to follow really simplistic price action movements. But we've been in this channel, and until we break it, we can't think otherwise. We've been in this channel for 187 days. So that's what we're looking at in the short term for the bearish case. But now we've got to get to this chart from before. We've got to talk about what this signal is. What does it mean? And most importantly, when? When can we expect a move to the upside? How soon after did this signal trigger and then a parabolic move? What can we look for in the charts to give us a leg up? That's what we want to talk about next. But again, the most important thing right now for you, you're here to make money. You're here in crypto to make money. And what I want you to do is think long and hard about what you want to do in the future. If you really want to be a long-term investor or a trader, you have to get the education. And you got to learn from somebody who's done it. I started trading when I was 16 years old. I've already made all the mistakes. I've taken my 19 years of experience, condensed it down to help people around the world. There's people all around the world that have taken my classes, and now they can dominate trading. Now they can feel the joy of winning. Now they're confident. Now their friends are proud of them. Their family is proud of them. They can build for their future. They can build their portfolio. They take trades with confidence, and that's what you need. You've been thinking about taking the classes for a while. Today is the day you're going to pull the trigger. We have a review of my classes from Ruwan. He said, quote, "I went from losing my money to doubling my money in just a few months. My family is exceptionally proud of me, especially my wife and daughter." Ruwan, keep up the great work. We're proud of you, and I want you to be next. I want you to be the next Ruwan, to go from losing money to doubling your money. Now, there's no better time than right now. to be very blunt with you, to be very honest, this is the largest sale we had since last year on the holiday. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to regret it. We got the countdown clock is here. Time is ticking. The sale is almost over. You do not want to miss it. Take full advantage. You've been thinking about signing up for the classes. Today's the day you pull that trigger. Today is the day you're going to remember for a long time. So, diamond or gold? You're going to sign up to the diamond if you're really new to crypto and you don't want to miss any important classes. You want to start right from step one so you don't miss anything. That's the diamond. Diamond will be first link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video as well. Or just go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. Save 40%. It's absurd. It's absurd. Gold combo. You're going to sign up to the gold combo if you've been in crypto around 1 to 2 years. Basically, the gold combo just skips the beginner classes. That's all it does. It's the same as the diamond except skips the beginner. So if you've been in crypto 1 to 2 years, you can skip the beginner, take the gold. It'll be the second link right down in the description, or go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. 40% off. Clock is ticking. Today is your day. I look forward to welcoming you in. Any classes at all, email me, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. The question I always get asked, Steve, which classes are best for me in my situation? So let me know your situation. Also, if you're on a little bit of a tight budget, get a single class. Start out with a single class right now. Promo code CCU Holiday. CCU Holiday will save $200 on any single class, which we've never done either. So happy holidays to you and your family. Now that we've looked at the bearish case and we've illustrated on several charts that there's a lot of factors for the bearish scenario, mainly being the trend is your friend, and we're going to continue to ride the trend until there's evidence in the chart that say we are breaking that trend. Now we've got our structures here, which we've talked about this at length in several videos. We've got tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Generally, these tiers are 4 to 5 months. We've been in a 6-month tier 1, but if we take the fib out of any of these, we're right around the golden ratio, generally around the 0.5. Same here. If you take the fib from the low to our swing high, we are right around the 0.5, which is phenomenal. We're still structurally in place to move into tier 2, which tier 2 happened to be right at the time of our green crossing above our blue. If we look left, remember we said we had this only happen one other time? This green crossing above the blue happened right before we moved into tier 2. So coincidentally, we could be very, very close to moving in to tier 2. Structurally still sound, but this is what you want to look for if you want to see the bullish scenario. This is the monthly, so we've really taken a step back and we're looking at the real big picture, for the past 8 years, right? Now, this is a chart again. I want you to draw this at home so you can look at it. We've been following this for 8 or 10 months. If you rewind the clock 4-ish months ago to this candle, when we watched this candle like a hawk and we said, look, if this closes below 10K, it's substantial, meaning the only price we're really watching if we close below 10K is this 6.4. And I got a lot of messages, Steve, there's no way we're going to 6.4. Everybody is really bullish right now. Their charts are screaming we're going to 20, 30. But again, if you just take that emotion, throw it in the garbage, and you only look at the facts, it was really clear we were only looking at 6.4. And we probably said it in like 15 or 20 videos. 6.4K, 6.4K. We beat it into your heads. And the past 2 months, we touched down perfectly at 6.4. This is not by accident. 6.4 is the strongest level in crypto, just looking at the candles. Nobody can argue that. This is not well, I think it's 5K or no, just look at the candles. And there's 12 candles here that dictate 6.4K is the absolute level. So we didn't do anything special. We didn't use a fancy crystal ball. We didn't see the future. We just look left. That's it. You could do that too. We look left and we said, okay, 6.4K is the level. And look at the respect we've shown with our past 2 monthly candles. Look at the size of these wicks. Remember I told you Elon Musk's rocket ship coming back for landing. They don't land like smack into the ground. It's a soft, almost like pillow-like. That's what I want you to envision with candles. You can see these are the opposite. There's a lot of pressure pushing us down. Here, there's a lot of pressure holding us up. Not pressure, support holding us up. Hence the long wick. So these are showing a lot of respect to the 6.4 level, which we've expected. We've talked about it. But something really exciting is forming here. We're getting closer to it. What I want you to notice is, what does this look like? Do you know the name of this candle? I'll give you a hint. You remember when we were talking about this candle, the Gravestone Doji, which we made a video about, which was the trend reversal to the downside. If you flip that over, right, where the body is at the top and there's a long wick to the downside, that's what we're hoping for with this candle. What I mean by that is we already have our long wick. We only have a couple days left in the month. If we can close, for example, up past 7,004 into the 7,000, if we close this monthly candle 7,004, 7,005, this is going to be called a dragonfly doji, which is the opposite of the gravestone doji, which means that prices would reverse to the upside. Right? So we want to see that. We want to see a very thin body. If you take a look at the candle here, you can see that weekly candle that we talked about had a very thin body, which means the open and close price was pretty much the same price, right? The open meaning when that candle started on the first day of that week, it closed at pretty much the same price. That's what you want to see here with the dragonfly. We opened here. We want to close very close. If we can close right around 7,005 at the end of this month, we're looking really good to see a strong bounce to the upside. So pay close attention to that. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you haven't done so already, this is where we take this really complex world of crypto and make it super simple so that you have more success. So hit that subscribe button. It's great to be back. Hit that thumbs up button, and let's continue for the moment we've all been waiting for. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. So far, we've talked about all the different situations in the chart, the things to watch out for, the different prices to watch out for. We talked about different scenarios and how they could play out. We talked about the bearish scenarios, and we talked about the crossovers, which could be good, but holding resistance. We talked about everything that we could talk about in terms of this scenario that we're in right now. Now we've started to build a case for the bullish side, which is really big picture, right? We have to look for triggers to come in. We have to look for a confluence of indicators to tell us we've got the power to move the trend. The trend has been very strong for 187 days. But this is even a bigger picture perspective. This is really substantial, right? Back here in November 2012, we had a very large signal come into the market when price action was pretty quiet. Price action was very quiet for many, many weeks. We had this large signal come in, and we went into our parabolic bull cycle, right? This is when we went real parabolic. But the same thing again happened in July 2016, where price action was really quiet at the time. And for many weeks after, it was very quiet. But we got this signal coming in. And if people are paying attention to it, they know what to watch for. And we'll go over what this is in a second. But you can see this parabolic cycle really picked up after this signal. But again, if we zoom in, we just flashed this. I mean, this is hot off the press. This is hot off the press. And I'm always trying to bring you something fresh and new. So you have a new thing to put into your toolkit. And this is another one. This is called the stock to flow ratio. Stock to flow ratio. Where is this used? This is used a lot of times for gold. The gold market is a perfect example where when you look at gold, you want to see how people are interacting with the gold and what the pulse of everybody that's investing in gold is, right? This is the perfect tool to use. And a lot of people are considering Bitcoin the new digital gold. Hence, this indicator is perfect for Bitcoin. What does it do? It measures the stock of Bitcoin against the new production that's coming in. That's all it does. When you see this spike, it's a level of scarcity, meaning people are really trusting of this source, whether it's gold or Bitcoin, to use it as a store of value. It measures how many people are essentially holding Bitcoin and hoarding it, or it's circulating, moving around. And then the miners, how much are the miners producing? Are they producing a lot or a little bit? Everything in life is priced on supply and demand. Everything. Perfect example is Bitcoin. But literally everything you have on your body, anything you're holding in your hands right now is priced on supply and demand. There's nothing in the world, nothing that's not priced on supply and demand. Everything is priced on supply and demand. So this is substantial. This is substantial. What is it telling us? Let's dig into it further, because did we simply flash this signal and then the next day we went parabolic? No. Now, if we dig into it a little bit more, let's understand how fast did this happen, because you can see price action. This is a weekly chart. Price action was really consolidating at this point. We had a large level of resistance at this point, and we triggered it pretty much on November 19th, right? And we stayed put for almost 2 months before price really started to go parabolic. And you can say, okay, Steve, I can wait 2 months. You mean we just had this and I can wait 2 months and we go parabolic? Well, let's look at the second scenario. The second scenario is when we actually entered phase 2, which is really interesting because we were waiting to enter phase 2. We entered phase 2 and we just flashed this signal, and let's see how long it took us until we went above that price action and really started moving. We're talking about 175 days. So it was quite long on the second scenario. So 175 days before prices really started to move into that parabolic bull cycle, we flashed this signal, right? So this is significant. And you can see, we really maintained this signal since then. So for the past few years, we maintained relatively similar levels of this signal until just recently. So what I want you to keep in mind is this video is not about something that's going to happen tomorrow or the next day or a couple hours from now. In fact, none of the videos we make really pay attention to the short term, because all the money is made in the big picture. All the money you've either made or lost in crypto is in these bigger moves. This move from the top down to here, this move to here. Those are the moves we focus on in every single video we make, and that's why people are able to achieve more success with this mindset. Because in crypto and Bitcoin, everybody's so focused on the 2 hour and the 4 hour, and that, unless you're a day trader, you shouldn't be looking at those time frames. They're really just poison you're putting into your brain, and it's elevated emotion. You feel like you have to make a trade every day or every couple days. but you're not a day trader, and more than likely you shouldn't be a swing trader either if you're relatively new to trading. You first have to understand the fundamental principles of trading and how it works, and then you can look at the big picture and say, you know what, my skill set, I should be this type of trader. And that's how you have to take this approach. Otherwise, you're going to lose a ton of money. Now that we've said that, what I want you to be prepared for are this chart back here that we talked about. What I want you to watch is how we interact with the 50-day in the short term. I want you to take a look at this down trend line here, our bottom, and I want you to watch the top here. If we break any of these scenarios, it's going to be, if we break this to the downside, it'll get ugly very quickly. It's not going to be a slow fall. It'll be ugly because we've been in this channel for so long. Same with the upside. It'll get pretty aggressive. Prices will go up significantly because there's going to be a lot of smart money that will throw a lot of money into Bitcoin up here if we do break this channel. All right. This, what we've talked about, is something to watch over the next 3 to 6 months because it took 180 days last time for us to show our face and to really move into our parabolic cycle. This is not something that happens right away. And this is something that cannot happen until we break our trend. The trend is your friend until the end, always and forever. So that's what we're watching in a nutshell. There's a lot to maintain, a lot to pay attention to. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the movement where we keep it super simple so that you have more success. We'll keep you up to date as we move through this, as well as the other charts we discussed, so that you can stay level-headed. This is an emotional roller coaster. Investing is, especially with something like crypto. It's a real roller coaster, and you have to really see and identify the big picture. And then it's significantly less emotional. You can talk to any of my students and they will tell you they sleep well. And there's so many people that are like, Steve, my wife, my husband, they want to give you a hug because now I'm actually spending time with my family with a smile on my face. I'm not looking at crypto 24/7. I know exactly when I need to make a trade. I know exactly when I need to get out of the trade. I know exactly how to profit, and life is much happier that way. That's what I want to get you towards, right? You're in this space to make money. Plain and simple. You can call it whatever you want. I like the technology. I think it's really cool. You're here to make money. Let's be honest, right? When you're in something to make money, you have to know how it's built, how it's put together, and how to play the game. It's like if you want to be a professional basketball player because they make a lot of money, you think you can just show up and be a professional basketball player? Hell no. 90 to 95% of people will fail in investing. That's a fact. That's not my opinion. That's a fact for hundreds of years since investing has been around. You have to learn how to win this game. And you better learn it from somebody who's won the game and won it for a long period of time. I could easily take my information, never make a YouTube video again. Never. Keep all the information for myself, only trade myself, and only my family will benefit. That to me is not a happy life. I want to take my knowledge and spread it to as many people as I can. That's why I do these YouTube videos. That's why my classes exist. My strategies are never talked about on YouTube, only in my classes. On YouTube, I give you substantial knowledge. You already know that. That's why you watch the videos. But you got to learn how to win this game. If you want to go play poker, you think you can just walk in and become a millionaire? Hell no. You have to learn how to play poker, and you better go learn it from somebody who's done it and they've been really successful. Otherwise, what are you doing? You're wasting your money. So stop wasting your money. Stop wasting your time. Stop having so much stress. If you've been wanting to sign up for my classes for a while, today's the day. Today's your day. Here's a review from Lanny. And this is an incredible, I recommend you pause this video and read this in its entirety. It's very special. But he says, if you're just watching the YouTube videos and expecting to trade, don't. Number 2, if you want to be a part of the courses, do a part of the courses and trade, don't. If you think the course is expensive, don't. I earned back 3 times what I paid for the courses in the first 2 months of completing the courses. If you think you have your emotions under control, you don't. These are facts. This is really phenomenal from Lanny. Lanny, shout out to you. Thank you for putting this together. I can't stress it enough. The facts are right here. You can do it yourself, but it's going to take many years and a ton of punches to the gut. So that's why I built these classes, to help you skip a whole bunch of steps and to really understand this world of trading, because investing is something you're going to do until you die. You're going to need to invest in a lot of different markets. So you better know how to play the game. Let's get you signed up. Diamond and the gold, a massive holiday sale. Clock is ticking. Only a handful of days left. You better take action. Diamond combo, first link right in the description. That is perfect for you if you're new to crypto. You want to start right at step 1. You don't want to miss any important content. Diamond. Go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. You'll see the diamond combo or first link in description. If you've been in crypto 1 to 2 years, gold combo. Perfect for you. This is our top seller. This is our most popular by far. This is everyone raves about this combo because most people have been in crypto around 1 to 2 years. 40% off. Next month, you don't want to be shaking your head wondering why you missed this opportunity. Jump on it right now. If you have any questions, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. Single classes, promo code CCU holiday. I'll see you on the other side. Time to get to our Steve's Secrets to Success and what we have planned for you. So yeah, if some of you may be wondering, well, Steve, I'm still not sure what happened to you last week. If you didn't see our community post on YouTube, I love YouTube community, and wow, the feedback was incredible. Our community is special. We have a special community. So if you're not paying attention there, you got to get on our email list, especially if YouTube decides to shut down our channel. So you go to cryptocrewuniversity.com, you scroll all the way to the bottom, plug in your email here. Do that right now. Do that right now, so that way we're not going to lose our relationship that we've built over time. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. If you haven't given a thumbs up yet to this video, you better do that right now. You know you love this video. Hit a thumbs up, show the love, spread the love. That's what our community is about. No negativity, only positivity. By the way, here's a bonus. This is the 21 month. 21 month is a beautiful thing. If you're a long-term investor, when we go below the 21 month, you probably want to buy. This is not financial advice, but we're just using common sense here. You want to buy when you go below the 21 month. Nobody will show it to you that simply, but anytime we've gone below there, it's a good time to buy. Same thing happened here. What we're doing right now is we're holding it as beautiful support. Beautiful support. We've got our wicks here. We're on the monthly. So we better hope that we continue to hold here. It's a beautiful, beautiful, it's going to be pivotal. Next month candle and the month after that, it's going to be very exciting. So we'll keep you up to date on that. Ooh, I want to give you an update on my son. This is really cool. When he was 9.5 months old, he started walking, but I thought it would be like a step, maybe 2 steps, and then he crashed down. He pretty quickly started just walking like a normal human. He can walk now. He can walk 20 yards, 30 yards. It's unbelievable. And I don't want to be one of those parents that's like, oh my God, he must be a genius. He can walk. He's got 10 fingers and 10 toes, and he's got 2 eyes. Wow, he must be a genius. I don't know if he's ahead schedule or behind schedule, but it's damn exciting to really be with him during these memories and just be smiling and laughing. And it's so cool how he's coming along really well. So I'm excited. These are incredible memories for me. If you're a parent, you probably know more information about if he's ahead schedule or behind schedule. But to be honest, I could care less. I just try to teach him every day something different. I just love teaching him, and I can't wait for him to start communicating. We have a couple words that we're rocking out right now, but it's exciting. It's exciting times for me. I just wanted to share that with you because, look, I hope you had incredible holidays. I hope you had a lot of smiles, a lot of fun with your family and friends, and especially coming up on the new year, I want you to start to think about what you want to do. I think New Year's resolutions are a little played out. They're pretty silly. I'm more of a goal-oriented person. Every single day, I have goals written down every day, and they come from my bigger picture goals that are broken down like into monthly goals and then into weekly and then daily. So everything's like super structured and really clear. That way you know what exactly you want to do and you know exactly how to get there. So that's the approach I would like you to have, not this ridiculous, New Year's resolution, and then a week later you're like, I forgot what it was. That's a terrible way to go about it, and your results will probably mirror what approach you've taken. But you got to take a really systematic approach to goal setting, and that's how you really achieve what you want to achieve. So we're getting a little bit off topic, but that's my 2 cents on that topic. Oh, and the Twitter. I want to give away some Bitcoin on Twitter. So pay close attention here. If you're not following on Twitter, go do that. Crypto Crew U. I want to do a couple giveaways. I'm really bad at giveaways. I don't really know how to make them good and exciting. If you have ideas, let me know in the comments. But at any rate, I want to give some Bitcoin away. So go there and try to win it. All right, guys. We're at the 51-minute mark. I thought I could do it in under 50 minutes. Apparently not. Either way, I'm happy to be back. I'm glad I'm back. I'm happy to see you here. I know you enjoyed the video. I'll be back next week on Wednesday. We'll be back to our Wednesday schedules from here on out. This was voted by you in the community to do it a day after Christmas, so hence the Thursday. And if you are on our email list, you would have known that a while ago. And if you're not, now you're probably going to be on our email list. So again, jump on that holiday special. You don't want to miss out on that. You don't want to miss out on that. If you're already a student, that's great. Make sure you email me any questions you have. Don't be afraid to ask any question. There's probably a question you've been thinking about, like, it just sounds too simple to ask Steve. He might yell at me because it was in his classes. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask. You always want to make sure you're learning and growing and not holding back any questions. So I'll see you right back here next Wednesday. Peace and love to the Crypto Crew. Have a beautiful rest of your day.